I don't know what camera I'm at.
Mic check 1 2 1 3. We got E, we got V, we about to spill this tea.
Is that your DMX version? I can't. Hey,
What's
y'all,
up, people?
What's going on?
Spilling the tea time.
I know.
Yeah,
I missed you guys last week, but the show was really good.
Thank you.
I was like spazzing on everyone that was like calling my phone as I was watching.
Oh yeah.
And like texting, group text was like kept popping up. I was irritated. Like, I'm trying to watch my show.
How that baby life treating you?
Man, it's amazing. It's like as close as it get. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm excited more and more. Nervous about the whole delivery process because you really don't know what's gonna happen so you get there. But I'm really excited to meet him.
Oh, I can't wait to meet the Nugget.
Yes, it's been a good. Like, I'm good. I have so much energy.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
you ain't really been like usually people pregnant they be looking beat. Beat. Just like damn, like you look like you work construction for 7 straight hours.
No, I tried to make that a number one priority to not lose
some
myself.
People have that glow, and then some people just don't. Yeah. They just don't have that glow. I think if I had a child, I wouldn't have a glow.
You think so?
No, I think I'm gonna look a hot mess.
Really? Why? Just like
how you gonna anticipate an anti?
Right. I'm honest. Like I have big features. I have full lips. I have a fat nose. I just feel like my nose is gonna take over my whole face. I'm gonna just
everybody. You just never know until you get.
I'm gonna be hiding. Y'all gonna have to come to the house to see me.
When I was pregnant, I was straight.
Oh, next.
When you was pregnant,
yeah, did you gain any weight when your baby was on the way? You know how I say, did you get morning sickness?
Did you pick up any of the eating habits and stuff like eating?
My brother said he had morning sickness.
I got lazy, like I was
That's
sleepy.
how my boyfriend is. I feel like he sleep way more than me. Like he has all the sleeping and like the weird cravings, like wanting to Hershey kisses at the middle of the night and stuff.
Yeah, like I used to work like 12 hours a day, and then when she was pregnant, that wasn't happening. Like I would get tired.
Yeah, he's definitely sleeping a lot. But I'm like, when am I gonna be sleeping all the time? Like I'm ready for that part, but it ain't happened yet. I'm up at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
You about ready to burst now, so it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely not gonna happen.
Everything you got is what you gonna get.
Basically.
How was y'all week though?
It was good.
It's just Wednesday, right?
It's just Wednesday.
It's hump day.
Well, I mean, our week consists of Wednesday to Wednesday.
Yeah. My week was cool. Can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, it's been going all right.
This been I ain't do nothing this weekend. I literally like chilled out.
This weekend?
I went and looked for a tux. Well, you know I'm fasting, so it ain't really too much I can do. So.
You've been on Facebook though.
No, I just go on Facebook for it. That's it. I ain't been on Facebook. I haven't. I promise I ain't been on Facebook.
I don't know, because I haven't even been on Facebook.
I see that Mark been signed on 30 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, that might be if I hit the little app or something, but I ain't been on Facebook at all.
Kudos to you.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm in a semi-fast, but not quite, like with the whole social media stuff. Like, I don't be on it like as much as I would before. I don't know. I'm kind of like over it right now.
Right.
Like focus on other things or something.
Oh, you know what? I did go on. I'm gonna tell you
I was gonna sip my tea, but
I went I went on to try to get a picture for my LinkedIn.
Okay. I got the invitation too.
But I haven't been like just going. I haven't been on my news feed or check no notifications or nothing like that.
Are we live on WTTS Radio?
We are live on WTTS Radio.
Somebody said it looked like we have to be linked to Facebook. They have to be linked to Facebook in order to watch it.
I think he went live.
Okay,
so let's get right into this tea.
Bet.
So, what about your friends? We was kind of just talking about it off before we actually went live, and it's basically streaming from the Kanye West situation. Kanye West words that he spoke when he at his concert in Seattle, basically saying that it's not going to be Watch the Throne. Is that the name?
It's not going to be a Watch the
Throne 2. That Jay-Z didn't come see him after the robbery to check on him, and that the kids don't play together. And so it kind of just brought up the topic, like, when things happen to people that you friends with or associates with, do you call to check on them to see how things are going? And I admit it, like, I know people would think traumatic things have happened to them, and I didn't call to check on them, but I did have genuine concern when I got the news. It's just like, oh, I feel bad. I hope they're okay. In some cases, I prayed for them, but I didn't pick up the phone to say, hey, I heard what happened. Just wanted to see if you was okay. I didn't do that, and I can admit that. But it's he's showing you a straightener. But I don't think that doesn't make me less of a friend. You know how sometimes, because I feel like even with me, with like, I feel like certain people in my life I only hear from when bad things happen. When I lost my mom, when I lost my nephew, when I lost my grandfather, certain people I heard from. I don't hear from them no more. So to me, it's just like, oh, you could call any other time. Why you just want to call me when you hear some bad news? Like, or I feel like sometimes people call to be nosy. It's not the concern is not genuine. So sometimes I don't want to come off that way. So I opt not to say anything, but I still feel bad. Like that something bad happened to them.
Yeah.
But I don't think that makes me a bad friend or person.
I mean, honestly, I can't say that every time I call and send condolences for every situation. I will say no matter what, whenever I get like bad information about anybody, no matter what, whether it's a friend or associate, I always give a quick silent prayer. Like that's just so that for one, that I'm always genuine when I say I pray for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not nothing you just want to throw around. You don't want to play with your relationship with God or your relationship with a person and lie to that degree. So I definitely make sure that I always, say a silent something. And more times than not, I'll reach out. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like maybe
I think it just depends on the closeness. Like with me, like but if God forbid, if it was something Vicky, I'm there. I will be at the door, you know. And then if it's other people, I may shoot a text, or I may not. It's just like I'll just be like, oh damn, that's messed up. I'm sorry that happened. But I think what makes this situation so fucked up is that from the outside looking in, everybody, looking in, we like, oh, they cool. Yeah. We thought they was best friends. Like, why wouldn't Jay go check on him or call, or go check on him? Or
because he said he called. But I think this too, though, and of course because of that, then there's more conversation about it. And one of the things that Jay said, Biggs, which is the dude who actually signed Kanye, who one of the founders of Rockefeller along with Jay-Z and all them. They just said that he a different dude, all in all. Like the old Kanye was my man type of thing, and the new Kanye is a little weird. and me personally, I know that to be all too real because there's times, or there's always a pocket in time where you and that one person actually do click on all cylinders, where everything makes a lot of sense. But life always gonna take its toll on whatever scenario, and that also creates a different person. And so, I mean, we look at Kanye. You say it all the time. You missed the backpack, Kanye. We all do. We don't like this guy here is pretty weird. He's weird. And not to say that you should turn your back on him, but I don't want to hang with you. And that happened in real life. That is how it goes. Like you could be my best friend today, and that means you never gonna stop being. I got a best friend who never stopped being my best friend, whether we talk or not. That's still my best friend, but. We just ain't, that time don't really permit us to hang out how we used to hang out or to talk how we used to talk. That's just not what it is. But I never really lost that connection. So I think in that specific situation, you got, especially while he performing, he under some kind of influence. The guy get hyped up for the scenario. So I feel like maybe he just let his emotions go like he does all too well.
So why do you think he felt the need to bring up the kids don't play together? They've never had a play date.
It's a faggy rant. He's going on his little faggy rant.
Like, how old is North and
I think they like 2 years apart, but even at that, I mean, that's something you call your man on. Like, man, what's up, man? You want the kids to play together? And again, like,
it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
And then he also has to realize he lives a different lifestyle. Beyonce and Jay-Z are not in the light. They not on Instagram every 5 minutes. They're not. They don't have. Yeah, and they're not. They don't have a reality show, so they're a little more private.
Right.
But.
And then they probably feel like if the kids play together, then all the paparazzi gonna come, all of Kim and Kanye's entourage, and It's just
And
too
shit,
much.
as a parent, you overprotective of your kid, and you don't, man, shit.
And they
nah,
already
ain't going,
taking
they ain't
shots
going
at
over there.
Blue and comparing it to anyway. So they probably
Yeah.
like, I don't even want her to have to deal
Like
with
it was cousins who I wasn't about to sense think how I'm not. Nah, she not going over there, or she not going over there without me. Like that's just what it is. That don't mean I love anybody.
Yeah, and I think I think that's the issue. I don't know Jay-Z from a Can of Paint, of course, but I don't think he meant any ill will. It was just like at least he called.
Yeah, it's like I called, she good. I mean,
she got out the bondage. I mean,
hey, y'all right?
Yeah.
I bet, man. I heard, man. I was like, damn, let me hit you up and see.
Yeah, but I like I said, I will be the first to admit when I hear bad news with people, I don't pick up the phone and call, especially if it's somebody I don't talk to all the time. I just don't want them to feel like I'm being nosy. One thing I hate when people post, like if somebody passes away on Facebook and they post it, I hate when people say, "Oh, how they die." I just think that's so insensitive. Like,
I be just like that person. If I want to know, I want to know. For real.
I hate that. Like, I just think that is a rude ass question to ask on Facebook when.
Another rude point.
Yes, rude.
Yes.
I mean, I've been through it. I just think
I've been curious and wanting to know, but I don't never ask.
Yeah, even if still I wouldn't put in the comments, "Oh, I'm sorry, how they pass?" I just wouldn't do that. Like that's not being genuine. That's being nosy. Yeah. And that's what I mean.
I don't know if that's being nosy if you just want to know. I want to know. You be like,
why?
Like, man, rest in peace, man. I just want to know. Like, damn.
So it's gonna be like,
if you ever been to a funeral and you didn't know how the person died?
No. It would change my level of compassion.
So if he got shot, be like,
if he died in an overdose, be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? But if he got hit by a straight bus, I'm like, oh shit, he got.
So it's gonna change your level of emotion.
Yeah, like you died from an overdose. Yeah, like we playing with death. Like we play Russian roulette a little bit. And so I ain't really gonna be. I ain't saying that I won't be compassionate.
But it'll be different.
Yeah, I won't have that much.
I just couldn't fathom to ask that. Like I can ask off record, but I'm not gonna ask on Facebook.
I mean, in the
comments,
you know what
to say how did they pass away? Like I just
like
don't do that.
People posting caskets and a picture of the body on social media.
I
just think
it's I can see why Shorty Low family got, even though they took him to the strip club and all that other stuff. But
hold on, wait, what?
Shorty Low,
they posted the body to the strip club.
He did a ride through strip club. They didn't take the body out the casket.
They did what to the what they did?
But he had the most latest
because when he passed, the day he passed, he went to that. What was it? I don't even know the name of the strip club, but I guess that's the strip club he was at when he left, and he died going home. And that was his favorite little hangout spot. So after the funeral, they drove him through there. They did like one little round at the strip club, and then they buried him. But his family, his family was upset because they opened it to the public for his fans, and they did ask that no recording and taking pictures. People did it anyway. And
they should got Kevin Hart security.
Yeah, so I because they were like, he loved his fans. We understand y'all loved him, so we did this as a courtesy. What celebrity funerals typically are open to the public? Rarely. Yeah. That they have a viewing. So
he not really. He more of a hood figure than a.
Yeah, well, down there, I guess his name was kind of big. So his kids, and people was asking people to take the picture down. Like they was like, we shared this moment with y'all, and y'all basically just carried us. And can y'all take it down? Yeah. I don't get why people do that.
Yeah, that's weird to me. Like I don't know. I can't.
I don't want to see nobody.
I half the time I don't even go up there and look. So. I don't get it. That's just my take on it. I personally don't think Jay-Z was being.
I don't think he was being shady.
I just think it's being him.
And the moral of the story is, if you could be friends and not be as close as you was. Like,
okay, so have you ever had a business partner you weren't friends with?
Yes.
It was just strictly big. Y'all was cool just on a business level, but this ain't somebody I hang out with. That's how I even view my coworkers. Like I don't. I'm with y'all 8-9 hours out of the day, but I rarely consider coworkers friends. It's some that I've become friends with while working with them. Right. But once I leave there at 5 or 6 o'clock, that's it. I don't go on and hang out with you.
Typically, I don't. That's not my thing. Now, my prior job though, I had a lot of friends. Like I was there for a long time for one, And two, you know, like it grew over the years. It started off with me not talking to nobody though. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody knew my voice for real. I would go to work and handle my business, and it grew to that. But typically, I ain't really pressed to be. I ain't pressed to let you know about my business because all of that shit always end up.
Do you let your friends follow you on your coworkers follow you on social media?
Nah. I mean, it depends. It depends. So in that same scenario, yeah, I got homies from my old joint, but I got requests sitting right now.
I do too.
Me too.
I'm like,
and it's one coworker.
Like,
did you get to follow me last time? And I always skip the subject and try to go on to a whole nother so we could forget.
Look you off.
Because I don't really know how to tell her. Like, how do you tell someone? Like,
I tell her straight up. I be like, I don't really let my coworkers follow me. I'm honest. Like that's the truth.
What do you say, Mark?
It never happened. The question never came up, but I don't got me answering. I just got
they be like, oh, what's your social? You know, like your Instagram. What's your Instagram name? And I just be like, I don't follow, I don't do that. Like I'm honest. Like I don't beat around the bush.
Yeah, but because I just ain't really like. I post shit to open up conversation, and I ain't really always willing.
But what about like if you left the job, would you then give them your social media?
And now it just depends if we was cool like that or something like that. But I just don't like. I typically try to keep my personal life personal when I'm at work. Like I may have a picture up in my office, and people that I'm cool with at work, they may come and say, "Oh, I got Ashton up. Oh, is that your baby? No, that's my niece." But I leave it at that. Yeah, you know, I don't really get into. It's just work. It's just like it's not to say I don't want to make friends at work. It's just like I just don't try to mix the two.
It's safer to keep that line.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because then they start acting like they know you.
Yeah.
Based on what you post on social media.
Oh my
God.
I got.
So we have the election coming up November 8th. And you know, that's been
early election time.
Yes, that's been
Judiciary Square.
Yeah. It's been, you know, I work in that vicinity, so it's crazy down there. So, you know, Mark's topic, he wanted to discuss the Obama legacy and, you know, our honest opinions on his presidency. So we know Mark is not. He's not pro Obama.
I tell you where the conversation started from. First of all, I got good friends. We had good conversation.
That's good.
And one of my friends was reading Angela Davis autobiography, and in there she said something along the lines of not really approving Barack Obama like that. And my friend that was reading it was like, you know, a little shocked by that. I'm like, but why? Why would you be shocked? And so that just opened up the conversation of, you know, you got to think of who Angela Davis is. She like for real in the trenches pro-black. You know what I'm saying? So why would you even think that, you know, that would be the case? And then it just brought about the topic again because, of course, you know, even there's been times throughout Spilling the Tea where I've said, okay, I commend Barack on this. I commend him for going to the prisons. And at least just making some sort of awareness or, you know, showing face to say that I understand this as a problem, but still, it's over now. The run is over. It's 8 years, 4 years in. They like, well, you know, we got to get a second term, and then, you know, there's always been a reason why we haven't gotten the results that we were looking for. And now that we're here, I want to know what is the overall opinion on what he's done thus far.
My overall opinion is that I think as Black people, our conscious Black people, our pro-Black people, I just feel like they expecting him to just be the president for Black people instead of the president of the United States. I think you hear a lot of Black people say they're disappointed he didn't do enough for the Black community. It's just like, just because he's Black doesn't mean he was only supposed to do stuff for us. And I think that's how a lot of people perceive this presidency. Oh, he's Black. Black people this, Black people that. And I think Black people were slighted in their opinions because they felt this Black man was going to look out for us.
They had these high expectations.
Yeah, because he was Black. It wasn't the fact that he was running this country. It's just he's a Black man running this country, and he's going to do this for Black people.
It kind of put him at a different...
Yeah, instead of doing stuff for the American people, I think a lot of Black people thought that he should only do X, Y, and Z for us and not for the people as a whole. So that's how I took it. I just took it as Black people put him on this pedestal, and when they felt that he didn't do enough for us, they took away from everything else he did for everybody else.
Okay, I also think he did the best he could, considering that the decision is not ultimately up to him. You know what I mean? A lot of things were vetoed. A lot of things that he probably put on the table wasn't agreed upon through Congress. So it's kind of like, what do you kind of expect him to do? And I don't
They
really
wanted
get
him to
into,
go in there and be a typical nigga, be like, fuck this shit. And
yeah, like
that's what I think
like,
that's
I
what
mean,
people expected. And because he didn't give them that, they was disappointed.
I think he did. I think some people always got to look at the negative or the things that people don't do instead of counting some of the things that he did do. And I don't really get into all the politics and stuff when it comes to, because the topic is so touchy. But at the end of the day, I feel like I think he did what he could.
So let
I'm
me.
just
So
being honest.
okay.
I think I think well, hold on 1 second. I think one, they didn't respect him enough in the position. Because he was black. I don't think this had anything to do with his level of competency. I think he was qualified for the job. I just think that because of his skin color, a lot of the things were blocked. Period. I was watching a video today with Donald Trump talking about Obamacare and how everybody that works for his company has issues with Obamacare. And they blasted his campaign manager because they're like, none of the people that work for Trump Enterprises has Obamacare. So why would he even make it seem like the people that work within his company is affected by the Affordable Health Care Act? If you're lying. So it's just like, you have people like Trump who just blatantly don't like Obama because he's black. It has not. He could sit here and try to throw all these facts and shit out here, and most of the time it doesn't make any sense. Accurate, it's not accurate, and then he retracts and reneges and say, "I didn't say that. I didn't say this." Bottom line is, he doesn't like him because he's black. Because
I know a couple people who the Affordable Care Act actually work for them, and it's beneficial. You know, like. They don't have any issue with it, and it was actually really helpful. And then I know some people who don't really care for it, but at the same time, it's kind of like the intentions was well thought.
All right, so before I get my spiel, I got a question, because you said that black people expected for him to come through and be for the black people, and that ignore what he has done. So okay, we got the Obamacare, which is that's a gift. We get debate that if need be, but then what else we
got Obamacare. He brought a lot of soldiers home from the war in Iraq. However we feel about
retention decreased a lot.
Yeah, however
not police retention, but African Americans, not even African Americans, but a lot of the people who were locked up, I don't know how to explain it, but he kind of like he kind of
he pardoned them.
Yeah, pardoned them. I couldn't think of the words.
Every president pardoned.
Okay, well, you asked, she's giving you the facts.
Okay, okay, cool. I'm just saying,
get the word out, but you know,
you can't shoot down her facts.
I'm not
sure. You said, what did he do?
So she's telling
like that was one of the things that he did, and you know. I don't know. I mean,
when I look at it, I look at the fact that gas prices have gone down. I work in HR, so I understand the unemployment rate has dropped significantly. DC is probably the top place to be if you're looking for a job, especially for women working in the public sector. Facts. If you want to be successful, work for the government in regards to if you want to make money successfully. But I can't sit here and give you every single thing that Obama has done, but like I personally,
because I didn't keep a tally.
I didn't
honestly.
Right, of course not.
I didn't either. So, but I do feel like what Vicky was saying, I think in certain things he wasn't given the opportunity to do it because they just didn't like him because he was black. It wasn't like it didn't have anything to do with his qualifications. This nigger is not going to be able to do X, Y, Z while I'm in this position, and that's how Congress was pretty much acting, in my opinion. So I don't know what people expected him to do if he didn't have the support of Congress.
I can tell you. So I didn't really. So I voted for him the first go round, right? Because it was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's see what happens, right? And honestly, I really wasn't. I wasn't a little. I didn't really care much about politics. I just always felt like it is going to always be what it's going to be, and I still feel the same way now, even especially digging in a little more. And a lot of times, especially with us in our culture, like we like to anoint the cool people. So and so the cool people always get a pass from us, and without us ever checking behind that cool person. Like as long as you come in with that swag, or if you come in with that look, then we got your back. Yeah, our president funny, he witty, he's smart, he's an intellect. Absolutely, but who ain't an intellect? You know what I'm saying? You don't really get a
It's
point.
a lot of people who's not.
Okay, that's true. That's true. But you don't get a pass in presidency for being intellectual.
I don't think he getting a pass for that.
Okay, I do. I think he gets a pass for that because if I ask the average person what has he done, it's not really ever going to be anything of any substance. But that's for one. For two, we always say, well, we expect them to do something for black. There is clearly, we are clearly in a position that is based on systematic oppression, right? So there are ways that you can fix that from the ground up. The same way that he's an advocate for Hispanics, and he's definitely an advocate for the peanut butter and jelly community, right? He definitely goes hard for them. He puts them in position to be great. The same way that he can be an advocate for Hispanics and the LG whatever, right? It's the same way he can be for blacks. He just don't want to. That's a choice. It's not that he can't.
Why don't you?
But how do you know that he don't want to?
Let me tell you, because he didn't. That's why. Because it's pretty simple. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. You do what you want to do. When the executive branch appoints Supreme Court, when there was a black going in for a Supreme Court, you was in position to put a black woman there. It would have been the first one ever. But that wasn't the decision you made.
But that don't mean that. What if when she got in her interview, she wasn't that good?
But you told me don't shoot nothing down.
I'm
right?
just saying.
So I'm giving you my spiel on why I don't think that he did anything.
And I'm asking, because she was black, you felt he should have put her in.
I'm
just saying.
What if she just wasn't qualified?
I'm just saying. Okay, but what if she was? We don't know. So we just having to rock with whatever.
Yeah.
But she was in position to be there, so she deserved to be there to some extent, right? But I ain't even. That's not even scratching the surface. That just is what it is. It's a matter of judging this man by what he's done and by his rap sheet. And if you could make a change in any arena that you want to, i.e., those who gonna give you that bag, then you could make that same change in everything. If you could openly admit to the injustices with the police force, there are things as a president that you can do as far as auditing the police. That's easy. That's not nothing that you got to go through any hoops.
And do you think that's at the presidency level?
Absolutely. I think that as a president you definitely can. I think that as a president, that if you address this if you address the position that black people are in as an attack, then you bring that attention to outside of the United States, like my man Dr. Umar said. You bring it to the attention of the United Nations, and you actually cause for change. Like if we sat here and we voted on this man for change, and we get in and ain't nothing changed, because the reality is we could talk about those 400 people that he pardoned, or we could talk about that during his presidency, more blacks got locked up there under any presidency. Besides when.
But Mark, he not going out here locking the people up.
But
do you blame the person or you blame
absolutely,
the person?
You blame somebody who not doing nothing, who empowered.
So you don't blame these criminals for getting locked up.
You listen.
I'm just curious.
The same way why Bill Clinton got to stand up there and say, I was wrong as shit. I was wrong for giving this mandatory minimum. I was wrong for giving this 3 strikes, because it sent people away for a long time, and that was the wrong law to pass. Right? The same way. So now it's not, okay, Clinton, do you admit to it? What do you do to reverse it? You have the power to reverse it. No matter what we sit here, and we can sit here and make up excuses for him. Of course we are, because that's what we do.
It's not
He's our swaggy president.
I'm not making an excuse. I'm just asking a question. I don't like it. I always look at it like this. I think a lot of people, we have all these opinions of what can be done and what should have been done. I always ask, if you was the president, do you think you could do it?
I'm not a president.
I'm asking a question. I'm asking, if you was in a position, if you was campaigning to be the president, what would be your campaign spiel? What would you say that you would go ahead and do and actually be able to do it without these white men rejecting everything that you put on the table?
That's a hypothetical question that right on the spot. How would I be able to give an answer? I am not a president. I didn't go to Harvard. I don't know the ins and outs and loopholes.
But what would you have wanted Barack to do while he was in office?
For black people that he didn't do?
Audit the police. Very simple. How about that? How about if it's so obvious that the police is killing?
But most of the stuff kind of happened towards the end of his presidency.
No, it didn't.
I mean, as far as
Everything
the
has been happening all the time.
Bush? Did you want Bush to order the police?
What do you mean? Why would I compare? But why would I compare shit to doo-doo? I don't care. It all stinks. I'm not gonna say.
But that's what I'm saying. So did you want him to do it because he's black?
Or
you want him to do it because he's the president?
I wanted him to do it because he's the president, and you definitely don't get a pass because you black. I'm definitely not pro you if you black and didn't do it. That make it worse for me. Yes, I do. It's like my family. I expect my family to love me more than a nigga on the street will love me in any instance, because you understand me and you know me to a whole nother degree. You understand that I'm pretty sure he's been in spots where he got the evil eye or he didn't get where he was supposed to go based on, I'm pretty sure that based on his color of his skin, he had to deal with some other things. So if that be the case, then then you have a different level of sympathy, or matter of fact, empathy for the whole scenario in its entirety.
But
so when we're talking about
change,
that
people get so upset behind it and have so much passion behind it because they base it on the fact that he is black. Because he was. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you.
I do judge him a little more because he is black.
Why you gotta yell though?
Because I'm.
We can talk and not get our level our voices.
I know.
I'm right here. I hear you.
I don't know. I guess I feel like he's one person. And I think that if he probably felt like the black community was supporting him or backing him up on some of these very things, I think it could have made a little bit more of a difference. I don't see one individual being able to do so much for a community that pretty much killed himself. At the end of the day, I just feel like it could have been more of a backing of our African American community in support of Barack Obama.
I'm gonna tell you something. When the gays want something, they advocate for it and they get it. That's just like when you got these.
They throw that bag at them.
Wait, okay, whatever they do, they get it. Do we throw that bag at them? No, we don't.
We just sit there and complain.
Yeah, we don't, Mark. We don't throw that bag at them. We don't.
Black people complain about stuff that they don't even want to change themselves.
Just like, okay, you see how H Street is. You see how U Street is. They putting all these new developments up. Mm-hmm. That's because white people wanted that there. What are they doing? They giving us vouchers to get the hell up out of there, and y'all go move wherever y'all want to move with this little voucher. Y'all go to PG County Ward 9, or y'all go somewhere else. But y'all getting up off H Street because we about to build this up. We want a Giant here. We want a Starbucks here. We want a
But if we was to say we want a community room here, we want another Boys and Girls Club right here, where they at? Where they signing petitions at? I don't see it. I don't see.
That's all I'm saying. You don't be one of the people.
You don't see it because you ain't looking for that either.
No, but I'm saying I can see you being one of the people on the front line. You being one of the people marching. You being one of the people to say this is what I want for my community. But how many of the people that look like you gonna stand behind you and want that same thing?
But the thing is because
and throw that bag.
But the thing is because I like to at least think that I'm in tune. I understand that there are a lot of people that are in tune. And there's a lot of systematic. So let me rewind. Let me rewind right quick. I don't think that any president will shake up the whole world and change anything to that magnitude. Let me let that be clear. That is never going to be their agenda. Their agenda is never there. But however, this is a guy who sung the praises of change, right? And the reason why, and if you say, well, Black people didn't back him, well, that's how he became president, because he got the minority vote. So
a lot of white people voted for him too.
But he got the minority vote, and that's how. So that's backing is what I'm saying. That is us backing him, and there are small steps that can be taken. There are small steps that can be taken in this mass incarceration thing. And so you don't have to do everything. There's no way one man could do it. I 100% agree with you. But I do think that because you Black, there's a different pressure on you. Absolutely. Because the fact of the matter is the position that we are in is based on systematic oppression. And now that you are a part of the system, you have the ability to infiltrate it to some degree and at least shift or at least help move this paradigm to where the next person who comes in behind you has some kind of leeway. Somebody can stand on your shoulders because of the small change that you made. But to me, there is no small change. But we don't. Next topic.
Yes, please.
We're gonna take a break. Actually, I gotta check my messages. Sorry, y'all. We'll be right back.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. The way I look at it is, I don't go in expecting any of these men that hold this position to actually do what they say they're going to do. I just don't. I think they all give us smoke and mirrors. They all get up there and say all the things we want to hear. Just like with Trump saying he gonna build his wall and all the Mexicans gotta go when the Muslims gonna do this. That's not gonna happen. I don't care what he says. It's not.
The thing is, we gotta hold them accountable.
They can do this all day. It ain't gonna happen.
That's all I'm saying. Like, all right, so you telling me that don't have no expectations in nobody of any power.
What's the first step to holding them accountable?
But you say what?
Like, what's the first step to holding them accountable? By doing what?
Calling them out on their bullshit. Don't allow it. Don't give them no passes. This is bullshit. You said you was going to do this. You did not do it.
Well, people do that. Huh? People do that all day, every day.
I'm just saying, we'll do it. That's it. If they do it, great for the people that do. And
I see it all the time.
People that don't.
When I'm online and I see people comments and everything, majority of it is white people, of course. But I do see comments with people are not happy with his presidency. Right. So I don't think people give him a pat on the back. I think
he gets passes though. Trust me.
I mean, I'm sure he gets.
I'm sure he does too. But like,
he gets the swaggy pass.
I mean,
what's that? Okay, so it's going down in the DM. So,
yes,
everybody know this whole social media craze. Everybody does post stuff for likes, and some people use social media to their business benefit. Some people use it for attention. Some people use it to create a facade of life that they make it seem like they live this way and they don't.
They on reality TV show.
Relationship
I get kicks out of it. Like when I see people, I just feel like you don't have this. Like you faking. Like, but anyway, so I know when I was Robert Hill Sr., right? Everybody, the relationship guru. So it's kind of like when he secretly married LaToya Luckett, everybody was just like, oh,
LaToya Luckett,
yeah,
so pretty,
sexy,
bad.
It was leaked that they got an annulment because he was liking pictures of this woman, and I guess that's what caused the demise of their marriage.
See, I never even knew that.
Yeah, once you sent the topic, I started looking up, just researching. So he got dragged in the beginning of all the drama because everybody was like, "We look to you for relationship advice."
Isn't that
yeah, you the heart healer. We come to you for relationship advice, and you a hypocrite because it's going down in the DM. You liking pictures, and it costs you to. I don't think liking a picture is a bad thing. If the person I'm seeing go like pictures, okay, that's what it's for.
Does it depend on what type of picture it is, though?
What if she got her legs cocked square open?
But my thing is,
all her butt out.
It's ass. We could be walking down the street, and I could be like, "Babe, she got fat ass."
What if y'all walking down the street and he go double tap it?
But if he look, I expect that. Just like if I see some gray sweatpants, I'm looking. So I can't fault him for looking or liking
a fat ass.
That
same person's pictures though, like, do it become obsessive? Like, do it become more
I joke about it. I'm like, oh, you must really like her, like
get your social
but
media
I want to let that affect my me feel insecure because he liking the picture. Especially you gotta realize when you scrolling down your timeline, you see a lot of naked girls. You see, especially if a lot of dudes follow the strippers or these video vixens and things like that. It's bound
in these wild ass groups because my timeline.
Yeah. So, but my thing is when you take it to the DM and y'all start having inappropriate conversations, then I do find that as a form of cheating.
What's inappropriate? Like what's
if y'all just talking all the time.
Good morning, big head.
That turns into, oh, you look nice today. Oh, then that turns into, oh, you want to be up for drink.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, but like, oh, you really look nice. I like your pictures. That's opening Pandora's box.
So and that's then cheating.
If it becomes to the point where y'all chit chatting almost every day, yes, because that's going to lead to something. What the fuck y'all could be possibly talking about?
Yeah.
And you in a relationship, that's just like if a dude hit your girl up, be like, "Oh, you look nice today," and she like, "Oh, thank you."
Well, every day he like hey, I mean, have a nice day today, sweetheart, or be beautiful today, or just
little
some
things like
comment,
that.
little
Then
things.
it's gonna be like, oh, thank you. Then in her mind, my dude don't. He don't even say.
Right.
He don't even do that every day. I'm just telling you how women think. It's like, and that becomes like they start to look forward to it, and then when they don't hear from, then they reach out. Oh, you ain't no good morning text today.
No hear from you today.
I ain't heard from you. That shit turns into something else. Then that turns into, can we meet for drinks? Then that turns into, can I take you to dinner?
Then it turns into, can I get your number?
Yeah, so I was just processing it. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the outside of that idea. During the DM phase, I've been single, so I don't. But I guess that is kind of like I've definitely closed some deals.
I don't know. I just thought the topic was interesting because it just seemed like lately, just in conversation, it seemed like a lot of people just been getting caught up. Well, a lot of guys that I know, or females that I know, with the whole social media thing, and it's just going a little bit too far.
I could definitely say the social media craze has made the whole temptation thing definitely harder for men and women.
And more easy to hide. And
it is definitely on the forefront of killing morals, like one step at a time. Like the whole, just over sexualization, the whole, popularizing sexuality and making it so easy to touch somebody who's so close or even far in that aspect. So it definitely just like single-handedly.
I find the whole, like,
morals.
even with what you can post on social media, I find it just baffling sometimes what they flag versus what they don't flag, because I've seen some crazy things on social media, and I often wonder, like, how was she raised? Like, what, like, do she, like, I start thinking all these things, especially when I have the pictures is the butt pictures and half naked pictures, and I'm just like, why is she doing this? Like, so those are some of the things that come to my mind.
Someone like, and the thing is, she's beautiful. She's, from what it seemed like, she's a good mom, but even delicious. Like, I follow her on Snapchat, and I started following her because I like the way she sings. She sing a lot on her Snapchat and all that stuff. But then it's like, when I started to look at some of the stuff, a lot of times she like in her bra and panties. She's just like singing, just on the floor and posing. And I'm like, but you got 2 girls, 2 daughters. But this is what you do for a living. Go to parties, do promotion, pose for pictures. And it's like, I don't know. But people don't really attack her as much, because it's kind of like, oh, this is what she do. This is her business. This is how she eat. So I don't know.
I mean.
But I know a few, I know a few guys who they don't really like that, especially her. Like, it's just like, why she go sit down some motherfucker way?
But
like,
she got other talents. That's the thing. Like, some women,
all they got is their face and their body.
It's
that ass.
But it's like she, she does her radio stuff. She sing. She got her business.
But that's what I was going to say. So
other things she could
it's
be doing.
Plenty of times you see delicious ass on her face, on her feed.
That's all
right
on her feed.
So this fitness lady, I can't think of her name right now, but she's into health and fitness, and she's a known personal trainer. She's pregnant. She posted pictures of her working out in her bra, a sports bra and leggings, but her big stomach was out. Her Instagram page, this was on the Shade Room, her Instagram page was shut down for nudity. And she was just like, I'm baffled that my page was shut down.
Especially not Instagram
because of nudity. And I'm in a sports bra, but when you have people out here bare naked, and you scroll and see it all the time. So... But that generates money. The clicks, the Instagram ain't gonna sit there and block every ass and titty that's on.
Yeah, at all.
But they block Eggplant Fridays. No, I'm just.
As they should.
That was quick too.
They blocked Eggplant Friday real quick.
Everybody was talking about it. It was hilarious.
That was a good idea for them.
What?
Very uncomfortable.
I'm sure.
But, okay, there's another dick in my face. I don't want that.
I know.
I don't know. I always just wondered that, like, I'm all for taking a cute, sexy picture, but you could be sexy with your clothes on. Like,
yeah, honestly though, like for me, I mean, I guess maybe because
would you be ever dating a social media?
No, sir.
Model?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You can have fun with one, but not seriously. Yeah. It was on Steve Harvey. I know you don't like Steve Harvey, but Steve Harvey had 3 girls on his show who this is what they do. They post half naked pictures because they want followers, they want likes, they want the attention. But they're on the show because they saying nobody wants to date them seriously. And he was like, well,
What do you
expect?
There's no, but
nobody's going to ever take you serious
if
every picture is your ass.
To be honest, the most sexiest joints be the joint that got lower. Like, is she fat or is she not? I don't know.
Leave something to the imagination.
Is going everywhere right now. Right. Versus you just walk. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm like Irene the Dream. I love. Well, she kind of like got roboted up a little bit.
I don't even know who that
tuck head. But I used to love just watching her walk away from the camera. Like, she used to just do this thing where she just leave.
That's
like,
delicious.
Yeah, Delicious do that shit too. But Delicious, something about Delicious from Flavor of Love that I thought she could possibly be a man. And I don't think that no more. A lot of people
say that though.
But her ass not real.
I don't think that no more, but it just makes me not really want to keep looking at her. Like, I don't know about this one right here. This could be some great surgery or something.
Yeah, it is some great surgery.
I don't know.
Yeah, I say keep your clothes on. I say we reset this shit, man. Let's go back to the old school shit. Go back to Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, not Facebook.
Black man. Yeah, I don't know, and like I don't think little kids should have social media. Like, and I get that the parents don't know. As a parent, take your child phone sometimes and just look through it. You would be surprised. I don't see why 9-year-old
got a phone, and I hate every bit of it.
Yeah, I don't see why 9-year-olds have social media pages.
She got Musically, probably. I don't know. I haven't been in the phone.
You should try. I'm not saying she's doing anything, but just take it and see what's in it one day.
I don't have the code or nothing. It's not my purchase.
Oh.
Yeah, that joint. I got a lot of friends with daughters. Like, that's what we meet at, and that shit gets ugly every time.
Really?
Something weird comes out of it every freaking.
What's going through the phone?
Yes.
I've seen viral videos on Facebook where like little girls could be trying to twerk in the camera or their mother walk in. I've seen viral things like this, and it's just like, that shit is scary.
It is scary
because it'll be presented as, well, if you raise your child right, but it's just one click that could really throw everything off.
Or the friends they hang with.
Yeah, you could be looking up a Beyonce video, and if you scroll through those YouTube joints on the side, you can already catch something bad. That could catch something bad. That could catch something bad. It's not really based on the character of the child more so than the accessibility.
And Mark, you know why it's so funny you say that? Because I've been, I follow all like Channel 9, Channel 4, all the news outlets on Facebook, and I keep seeing these missing kids come up on my thing. Like, now it's a missing 11-year-old. This child does not look 11 years old. She got a short haircut like mine. Like, I said it to my sisters and them, and I'll show y'all the picture. She does not look like an 11-year-old girl. And then it's another one that's 14 that's missing, and it's just like, you gotta realize, young ladies, when you post stuff on social media, you have grown men posing as kids your age, and then it's like, oh, I'll come meet up with you, and then they end up in the sex trafficking. Like, they don't look like little kids. When I was 11, I had Bovrats.
That innocent, cute shit is played out. It's played out.
It's like now they want to wear these tight jeans.
They want to wear Molly dreads. You're like, you 12. I don't really.
They want to wear lipstick. Now the whole lipstick thing, they start letting
me wear that. I wore eyeliner when I was in 7th grade. My mama was not having it.
It was around about like 15, 16 when you start seeing lipstick. Now that shit like 9.
I just always suggest just be a kid. It's being an adult is hard. Now tell me this child don't look 11.
Nah, she look like little Days Loaf.
Oh, yeah, no.
She looks grown.
She like 15, 16.
And you have another thing that I noticed a lot of kids do is they post stuff in their uniform. So you got your school name on the shirt. And you come across the wrong kind of person, they could be waiting outside your school. Y'all kids just gotta be more careful. Stop trying to be grown.
Hey, man, it's so. Trust me, this shit ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, hell no. And then it's unfortunate when you scrolling on Facebook and you keep seeing all these kids coming up missing, and then all girls. All these little girls coming up missing. So just enjoy your childhood. Man, 11 was great.
Absolutely.
I was cheerleading in some like competition somewhere. So.
What's 11? 5th grade?
5th or 6th grade, I wasn't. It's just like I was not coming home at night. Like I just don't understand that. I ain't want to run the streets at 11 years old.
Half of them probably skipping school.
We was riding bikes everywhere.
Yeah, I don't. Be a kid. So you won't be up on Channel 9 with your face on the screen saying you missing. Like, I don't
How do
get
you
it.
think you? I mean, how you gonna keep your daughter in the element of being a kid and growing up, like you know,
That's it.
more age appropriate? Like, what do you do? Like,
I think I said this a couple weeks ago. Like I battle with the line of preserving innocence and putting out the reality.
Yeah.
It's like a thin line because first of all, I don't want you to get the message from nobody else but me because I'm gonna tell her make it for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, man, I just try to like preserve the innocent part. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
I just
that's
keep your
not what.
child involved in stuff. Like
Yeah.
stop. And we posted when we were talking about this on our spilling the tea group me thing. It's just like with the video games. You know, I didn't know the video game had gay sex scenes.
I
And
didn't
then when I
either.
sent it to my sisters and my cousins, they was telling me I don't play video games.
Me
I
either.
don't, so I don't know what these games consist of. But she was saying like Grand Theft Auto, they
Yeah.
had prostitution
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
can
like
run
that.
them over with a car.
Yeah.
I'm
and
like,
everything
why
else.
do they have this in video games?
Because my little brother played
I
Grand
understand
Theft
why
Auto.
it's pretty fun, but I just.
But you grown.
You
like
just
a
gotta
lot of
govern your kids.
yeah, and it's just like keep your child as a girl. Let me tell you, we do get distracted easily, and we get bored. After a while, we feel like we too old to play with doll babies. I don't want to play with doll babies. Put your daughter in activities. Have them. When they don't have nothing to do, that's when they start to focus on boys.
Absolutely.
And another thing is also as you have to talk to your kids. My mother's not here, God rest her soul, but my mother was not good at talking to us about sex, and she just I don't think she was comfortable with it. So, but thankfully I had older sisters who I could turn to for stuff like that. But you gotta talk to your kids, and I don't I see all the time on my Facebook page. I have friends that have little small girls, like 5 or 6 years old. The kids are grown as hell, and you are yes, boo, work, do it. I hate that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't stand it either. I can't stand when women talk to their daughters like they women. Yeah,
I just like she's a kid. Like let her be a kid. Like that's not your best friend. That could be your best friend later on in life, but this is a baby. Like it's nothing cute about her popping her lips and popping her little back, and I don't see it. Just let your kids be kids, or they're gonna end up like this. And I hate to say that because they're gonna be chasing that being adult and being grown instead of having them act as such. And I don't like grown kids and grown up conversations. I don't like when kids, but it's just that shit gets on my nerves.
I can't even remember like just being around a double dutch joint no more. Like back when we was growing up,
or cheering outside,
just doing a little Miss Murray.
It's
back,
like your neighborhood cheerleaders.
We used to have. That's
like,
what I'm saying. As a kid, I had fun without this.
Like without. It's like where would they be without this? Even though my nephew is 3, he's always in my mother phone watching Thomas the Train. Like it's very rare. I mean, he played with his toys and stuff. You know what I mean? But it's just I look at it and I'm like, wow, it's crazy because we didn't have that.
Yeah,
like
I was watching.
Ashton is one, and she know how to.
I watched the kid
show and tap on it.
I watched a kid on YouTube watching kids play. The wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like you don't want to play?
No.
You just want to watch everybody else play.
My son is definitely going to be outside playing like he's supposed to be.
Just be out there with him. You know how you have people outside with their kids be going down the street.
I'm be right there.
You don't know where they at.
Yeah, no. He's going to be playing outside. Definitely not going to be in the
When
house
you were going to DC, you went to
phone.
DC public schools, right? Did your mother walk you to school, or did you walk to school by yourself?
Did my mom walk me to school?
I'm just curious.
I feel
Did
like
you went to DC
to
public
school myself? No, you know what? She had an older girl walk me to school. Like the high. It was like junior high school, elementary, and junior high school was one girl. She would walk me to school every day.
I was just curious.
School, when I went to River Terrace, all my cousins went there though. So we all walked from grandma's house. So it wasn't really no.
But you walk with other kids.
Yeah.
I always wondered, like when I lived on, when I worked on Good Hope Road. What's that Good Hope Road I worked on? Yeah. I would always see like little kids walking by themselves.
I always
or at the bus stop by themselves, and I get some parents may not have an option, but if my kid got to get on a bus and they 7, I'm on the bus with them. I'm not putting my kid at the bus stop by themselves at 6 or 7 years old.
But I can remember like times where you know what I'm saying, like I just had to get off at the stop and you go like
you
get
want
off on the
6?
Metro bus. I was in like 2nd, 3rd grade.
I couldn't do it. I'll be
Get
scared
off
as
and then
hell.
what? Was somebody waiting for you right there?
You would not dare let Madison catch the bus.
Nah, not right now.
Yeah,
but I think that's the evolution. Madison in a whole nother area. She in a whole spoiled little. If that's what she had to do, then she would have been.
I mean, I get it. If that's what if I had no choice, but what I'm saying is, I'm gonna be at that bus stop with my kid. I'm gonna be on that bus with my kid. I'm not putting my 6-year-old on the Metro bus by themselves.
I had somebody walking with me chaperone.
I'm not doing that.
Train.
Yeah, getting on the train.
Might be like 4 of them, but they might be like 8, 9. I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't think I feel no kind of way. I feel like you preparing for it.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Yeah, my mother kind of was like, this is what you do. When she started letting me come home, it was like, you better not let nobody know you in here by yourself. You had that prep talk. But then it was different, like, I don't know.
I don't think it's so. I think we always keep saying everything's so different.
Yeah, but I just feel like staying at home, we was responsible. Nowadays, you kind of got to be a little bit leery about letting your child stay home. She might have her friends in there or not go all the way home.
I think with me, I mean, I had siblings, so I was never really home by myself. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have to walk. I mean, I went to PG County School, so I caught the bus. But what I'm saying is that when we went places, it was rarely that we was on the bus by ourselves. Mm-hmm. Like my mother was running to the bus stop to catch the bus with us, and you just don't see that a lot nowadays. They just let what's it called? Free parenting. What's it called when they just let their kids? The white kids, these are white couples. No, these white free range parenting or something.
What is the key?
These white parents got dogged out in Montgomery County because they just let their kids be free, and people was calling CPS on them.
Mm-hmm. I saw that too.
Yeah, but I had a friend who let her daughter stay home by herself, and I was like, what the fuck?
But was she little?
She was little. At the time, she was like 8.
Yeah, no.
But after seeing it, it was like, well, she is pretty mature and responsible.
Maybe it depends on the kid.
It really did kind of make a little sense. She's like, well, look, I got to do this and this. And that just makes sense for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. I wouldn't. 15 minutes, I'm not even walking to the corner store. I'd be like, Snake, put your shoes on. Let's go.
I'm with you on that. Anything can happen. Yeah. I saw in the news this lady got locked up at Beauty for You on Branch Avenue because she left her 3-month-old baby in the car while she go shopping for weed.
Why wouldn't she take the baby?
I don't know. Her father was on the news. He basically said that he felt like his daughter was going through some things. I don't know if it was postpartum depression or not, but they had the surveillance video. Them police was dragging her ass up out Beauty for You.
That's crazy.
Your 3-month-old baby though.
But speaking of 3-month-old baby, that was just sad about the whole the couple that killed the father killed the son and they buried the little 3-month-old.
Yeah, but they when I saw that, he had been on the news before because I remember the tattoos all on his face. They had a warrant for his arrest for something. I think he had stole a gun or something like that. But the fact that the mother
was with this shit.
Yeah, it's just like.
But then I heard somebody was saying that the father got on the news and was saying how she was dealing with domestic violence from him. And I was telling my mom, I'm like, I don't care.
That's what the state attorneys was saying. She basically saying this was a repeated cycle crime.
Yeah.
Basically saying because the lady was released on bond. The wife was. The husband is no bond. And basically they saying she was forced to.
That's what they were saying.
Help him bury the baby because out of fear that he was going to kill her too.
Most women would have been like, just kill me, keep my son. They would have been more protective of their.
I think he killed the baby first. I mean,
domestic violence is real. Speaking, this domestic violence
definitely real.
Awareness, man, it is real. It happens so much. And
it does.
Really, until I started doing a little hosting, the little domestic violence, I ain't really realized how
these men are killing these women.
It's like 1 out of
every day when I'm on Facebook, I see a woman being murdered. I saw a day this man jumped off the bridge with his 2 kids in his hand. By the grace of God, his kids didn't die. He did. He died. The kids did. He sent his wife called his wife and basically was like, I'm about to kill him. So she called the police in frantic panic. By the time they located him by his phone. He had jumped off the bridge. He had both his kids, a 1 and a 2-year-old. And in his mind, he was just like, I'm gonna make her suffer while she hit. To take her 2 kids and jump off a damn bridge. It's just like, why you just ain't just kill yourself? I don't understand. Like, these men out here, they tripping.
Yeah, man.
They tripping.
It's a tangle. It's a, what is it called? A tangle web we woven. It's this day and age where men are not really, again, they're not really forced to be men. We're allowing too much from these men, and these are the results. The times that we living in is the time where we not really, like you said before, like men ain't holding men accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see it, you know, I remember one time when I was just, you know, I was cooling with my man, and I had to tell him, like, the way he was talking to her, bro, was incorrect. Like, that is not how you do this, bro. Like, we wasn't raised like that. I don't know. Whatever the anger part is, if you angry, you can express why you angry, but, you know, that ain't how you gotta talk to that person.
Always wonder, like, I get maybe they witnessed it as a child, but for the ones that didn't witness it, like, I wonder what triggers them to
accept it.
Or just to be this way. Like, what triggers them to beat on women? Like, what? I personally think so in the situation, a personal situation, I think the guy had anger issues towards women. I think he was probably molested or something. Like, it's just like something stem. Why are you so angry with women?
Things, but I'll say this too, though. You know, I watch people do it out there because love is a crazy drug as well. And so
I don't want nobody to love me that much.
And so if you love somebody to the point where you feel like this is all you got, and realize that that's slipping away from you, then you're going to fight for it as well. There's several different ways. None of it is acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And beating on another person isn't acceptable, whether it's man on girl, girl on man, whichever way it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think Pastor Cherry, I went to From the Heart Sunday, and he was saying, like, look, man, don't give no chances. He's like, look, if the person get right, let them get right with somebody else after it's you. And I know we talked about it before when your friend was on the joint, and my stance wasn't so aggressive as if, like, oh, one time you just need to run. I don't necessarily know that, but I do understand
what, the girl
that.
that had the book?
Yeah, because basically she was saying that because of what she's endured, like, now she takes the signs early and she's out. Yeah. So Mark was kind of giving her some. He was just saying, so the what you said. So if he ain't like the chicken you made, he raised his voice, you gonna leave. Like, it's kind of like
I don't like this shit. I'm gone.
But I can understand why she feel that way.
Right.
One thing we as women, what we tend to do is ignore the signs, the early
and
signs. Or we think it's like, oh, well, he like me, or you know, this is his way of communicating. So him yelling, he don't mean it. You know, you just make excuses for it. And what's always so obvious that is people from the outside always see it before you do. They always see it before. I've had people say, it was something about him I ain't never liked, but out of respect for you, that's what it always is. Sometimes you gotta butt in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's where I was going with it. Like, amongst men and amongst you know, people who witness it. You know, you just as much a part of it as anybody else. You just as much as a part of the balance. If you don't step in the middle of it, that's just auditing your own self.
And ladies, don't take it lightly. When they say I kill you,
they probably
don't take stuff like that lightly. Don't. When they threaten you, regardless if you feel like they ain't gonna do it, don't take stuff like that lightly. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate because even in my situation, you know, you rely on the court systems to help you, and you feel like you get slighted on the back end. So I see why some women don't go. I really do. But in the long run, I just think that it's when you see the signs early, get out. Don't take that as a form of I love you, because it's really not.
Like I said,
peace of mind. I prefer that.
Wait till that nigga go to sleep and beat that ass. Hit me in the ass.
Get him some grit. Get some grits. I'll green his ass.
Beat that ass. Everybody deserve to get hit back.
Especially when they bashing your face in. But we done for today. For the evening, I should say. Tiffany Thomas says, hi, Mark.
Hey, Tiffany. Love you, cuzzo.
Chaz Moore. Oh, Chaz said you look like Flavor Flav. Yeah. Well, make sure you follow us on all of our social media handles. Spilling the T.E.A on Instagram. Spill the Tea Show on Twitter. Spilling the Tea
This
Radio.
is your job.
Spilling the Tea
She'll
Radio.
have her paper in front of her cheat sheet.
Spilling the Tea Radio on Facebook.
Okay,
Ooh,
watch out for the mic. It's right there.
Vicky. Bell, hit that real quick. It's been a pleasure. See y'all next. I won't be here next week. Who y'all gonna have somebody sit in?
We're
Chaz.
supposed to
you
have
should-
a guest.
Yeah, we got guests
A
too.
calling. We have a calling person, but
We got in studio.
Okay,
guests.
good.
Oh,
could
well,
probably
Chaz
put
may
the
be here
two
with y'all
together.
next week.
Yeah, Chaz out. Chaz,
He's an honorary team member.
Also, y'all make sure y'all check my Facebook. Right, we got the I can't remember all the details right now. The masquerade party on the 9th is at the Hilton with familiar faces and a whole lot of other
So
people.
it's tricky throwing parties every week.
Nah, this ain't tricky though.
Oh, okay.
I just be linked in everywhere. So,
I
you know,
see.
Tricky do.
Tricky
do three.
Telling, my friend, I was like, I swear, Mark always promoting the party.
Yeah. Tricky do 3, but I got rockin' homies. This is my man Zoe joint. This at Boston and Hilton. I mean the Hilton in Boston. So
Okay.
that's that. And I think we out.
Bye.